Turn me up!
We be going overtime. We be going overtime.
What them haters are saying. Tell me what you want. They gon' make me ride on this one, nigga.
We be going overtime.
Get 'em.
We be going overtime. We be going overtime. Take it. We be going overtime. We be going overtime. We be going overtime.
Y'all gon' make me come out.
Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up.
I'm gonna say that for the yeah. That's the big one. That's the big one. Talking about the landlord and tenant.
Good, cool.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, what's going on? It's your boy Sos Dior here with Chop It Up podcast. Man, today we got a crazy lineup for you guys on the show today. So I got Manny the Thread over here. We got, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting names already. I'm so excited. We got Dynasty in the building.
Yes, sir.
We got my man Young Hitta Dedrick Crocklem in the building.
You know.
And we got my man Gator over here on the other side of me, man. So we just about to get into it because we're going to keep this real tight and quick. First off, man, I just want to say congratulations on your win.
Yes,
man, if y'all ain't tap in, y'all got to check this out. So y'all know I was just part of the David Benavides camp down in Vegas, so got a chance to meet with them. But just so y'all understand the connection, Jose and David Benavides know about my man right here, sitting here on the couch with us today. So we gonna get right into it. So first question, that me and Gator was already chopping it up. He knocked him out in the second round TKO. So my question is, why didn't you play with him? Like why'd you have to do him like that?
They said play with him. You gotta take care of your food, man. You gotta take care of business in the time too, man. Check it over in the first round, but you know, I was too excited in the moment of it. You know, I was ready to get it over with at that point. Yeah. Make a statement, make sure everybody know who the top dog gonna be at 130 real soon. Okay.
Yeah. So with that being said, like, what's it like being picked up by Top Rank, and like how is that opening doors? Is it creating opportunities? Like, can you share some of light on like what it's like working with those guys and Jay Prince? And
I just just getting started with them is good. You know, like I said, it was my first time, really talking with them, really communicating with them. I met Jay Prince through Spawn Shakur during his camp at one point. But it's a real true blessing that I get the opportunity to work with the company I actually dreamed about working with. You know, they build their fighters in all type of ways, and I just can't be the next one to be built into that world champion status.
Right. You know, and it's so crazy, like when, I don't know if y'all just caught what he said, but he said he's about to be king at the 130 class, right? Here's what's crazy to me. So when I hear 130 or I see David Benavides fighting at 175, I'm like, damn, I feel like a fat motherfucker. I'm like, damn, I'm 215, but 215 as a running back, you like, oh, you small, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to hear boxers talk about like 160 and I'm like, damn, I feel like a fat motherfucker.
You right, man.
All right, so tell us what's going on with you two, man. Like, what's going on with you guys right now in the scoop?
For me, I'm just working mainly right now until I'm trying to get into some trucking things, so long wait for a minute, so I'm just laying low right now, but I'm straight at the same time, just supporting my dog at the end of the day. It's been up.
Yep.
I seen it all, I witnessed it all, so stay tuned.
Hey, don't be shy, guys. Talk to him. Tell him what's going on with you.
Basically, I'm working on a project by my homeboy. Homeboy passed away.
Okay.
A few days before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Last year. So I'm actually working on a song with him. It's unfinished, but it's coming in soon. It's gonna be dropped. It's gonna have a video and all of that.
So tell the fans how can they find your music and tap in with you. We'll make sure we share it in the link and all that. But what's the best way for them to get in contact with you if they're trying to do music and things of that nature?
Basically, you can go to Instagram. You can follow me at STV Dynasty, STV _Dynasty 25. And you can just, hit me up if you want to feature anything with me. Just hit me up.
All right. Yeah.
You doing collab?
Yeah.
That's it. He got them vocals too. Y'all better check him out.
Yeah, so we trying to get my man Gator working on his project.
That's it.
Yeah, we've been working on a couple of songs for that, and
yes, sir.
Trying to get that out the door.
It's gonna be hot, man. I got a
hot label behind me. I got a hot team behind me. I got soaps behind me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we cooking up some good gumbo in the pot right now. You understand?
Like
For sure.
I hear it.
So I'm curious because you guys aren't originally from Seattle.
Yeah.
How do you guys all end up in Seattle? Because I feel like every time I meet someone, they're like, "Oh, I'm from Chicago," or "I'm from Louisiana," "I'm from LA."
From that boot, man.
Like, what gets everybody to Seattle? Like, what is it about the culture here that gets people to Seattle?
The money up here. Bill Gates up here. They say follow the money. Bill Gates up here.
What I've heard from family, I mean, just us, we family
Okay.
all around. So, our uncle been up here before us, so we didn't really know much, so we just got up here.
Got it. Okay.
And it's been home. That's from what I see.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
it. And then you got all the companies that run America right now: Amazon, Boeing, T-Mobile, Microsoft, Google, everybody else. All their headquarters is up here. So you know they got the funding, they got the resources, they got the opportunities. It's hard back home right now. You know what I'm saying? We don't have
It's hot up here.
Fortune 500 companies to boost our economy and to accommodate those families with housing and stuff like that. The employees of those companies and stuff. We don't have that boost. So
Right.
you know, we got to get out here, make the money, and then spend the money back home because it goes further. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we come up here to grind, and then we go back home to be in cruise control. You know.
Yeah, so shout out to all our business owners out there, the Jeff Bezos of the world, the Elon Musks of the world.
For sure.
We need to tap into the other communities. Bringing that up, so like, being that you guys are like from Louisiana, like, how is that, like, how have things been since, like, you know, the whole situation that like happened back a few years ago? Like, has the town rebuilt itself, or is it like it's still like a work in progress, or like,
man.
what's it like back home right now?
It's constantly a work in progress because once we rebuild, something else is gonna come through to start it over. You know, since Katrina, we done had Harvey, Ida, tornadoes, like mosquitoes, like, you know, like it's real. But at the same time, like a lot of people give it that bad rep for violence, but at the same time, it's organic. You know what I'm saying? You know you're there when you're there. It's the hospitality is bar none. The love they show is bar none. The nightlife is bar none. The food and the experience with the cuisine. You can go anywhere in America and find a Cajun cuisine or a New Orleans cuisine. You know what I'm saying? You can't go everywhere and find a Auburn sandwich stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so. But it's organic. You know you're there when you're there, and it's definitely an experience, man. We show love. We show real love. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's not hidden. It's not undercover. It's very blunt. It's very transparent. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you know it ain't that, then you don't know it's not that. If you know it's that, then yeah, it ain't no straddling the fence with it. You know, so yeah, for sure.
So Crocklem, speaking on that, like, how is your popularity gone since your fight? Like, have you, like, what's your phone look like? Is your phone on like 2% or like what? You know what I'm saying? From like people blowing your phone up, or
I've been blowing up. You know, I've been blowing up way before my party even happened. You know, I've been known. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It been going crazy, but you know, it's all love and support. You know, it's all boosting up for the next fight.
yeah. So how did you get your name, Young Hitta?
It's my cousin Faye. I was young right before my first amateur fight. Was Joseph with names and stuff, and Young Hitta came into play. We was thinking of other things, but Young Hitta really stuck at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Faith.
Yeah. So with that being said, like, so now that you just got this fight, like, what's your next fight time? Like, how often are you fighting? Is it, you know, twice a year, or like when can the fans?
I'll be active this year. I'll be active way more this year. You know, I gotta talk to my team about it, but we're looking to get a fight in February 14th on the Keyshawn Davis card. Madison Square Garden. So I'm really excited about that one. If not, I'll be back in the ring sometime in March. Man, we just ready to take over, man. 2025 is a big year for me. You know, I said what I needed to say. It's just time to do it. You know what I mean? And become a world champion within 2 or 3 years from now.
Right. So, have you had a chance to meet like David Benavides and
I've been with all of them. I got to be in camp with David at one point. I was supposed to have him for one of his fights at one point, but I got to see him work. I've been in camp with a lot of guys. Jose Rayo Valenzuela, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davies. I was at camp with Keon Davis. I've been with everybody. I've been with all type of pros, man.
So
exciting.
So being that you're a pro, like, are there other pros that you look up to, or is it more like you like because like you're on the same level, like you don't like? Is there a mentorship, or is it more just kind of like, hey, like, oh, hey, what's cool, so and so, you know what I'm saying, or like, do you still look up to people as like, hey, here's who's someone I can learn from, I can improve from, or like, like who's your go-to guy? Is it Jake Paul? Is it Mike Tyson? Is it
Jake Paul?
He just disrespected you that bad.
Hey, you heard that? He said Jake Paul. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Main person I probably look up to right now.
Put some respect on his name, man.
You just
Probably main fighter I look up to right now, you know, is Tank, Shakur, Rayo, Jose Rayo Valenzuela. You know, he's out of Seattle. You know, he just got a world title at 140. Beat Isaac Cruz back in I think like sometime in July or August, something like that.
Yeah.
But you know, David. You know, I look all of them. You know, look up to all of them at one point. You know, you always learn from them. Always pick things up from them. You know, I'm stepping into a different game of boxing, and they've been here for a little bit longer than me, so I can always learn something off of them, just to have my career outcome soon.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely tap in with him. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have him on your Instagram and follow him, make sure you guys get on with Crocklem, man, because yeah, he's doing his thing, man. And I saw how you put the hands on him, though. I was like, damn.
a mix.
Yeah. I wasn't in the races.
So being a left-hand fighter, like how many cats you catch like unexpected with being that, like, you know, that left being so crucial?
There's a lot. You catch a lot, but this is my main one I have fun with. You know, catching this guy. You know, even though kind of inexperienced, I was weight levels above him.
Right.
It was just fun just to catch him on some good stuff.
10 times at that.
How hard did you
10
prep
times
for
at
this
that.
fight? Like how much work did you put in?
I've been training since last year of January around this time, bro. I haven't stopped training for so long. I was supposed to chase the Olympics. They didn't go the way it's supposed to go, you know, politics and stuff like that. Right. I've been busting my tail all the way up until my pro debut. I was supposed to debut in October, but didn't go through. I was going to do December, but didn't go through. But I got this one,
and it came through.
I was excited. I was happy.
Yeah.
I trained 5 hard weeks. You know, I was already training, but put myself through even harder training camps. I was training 4 times a day, 7 days a week. I put my body through hell to make 130, man.
And it paid off.
Oh, it paid off for sure. Went out there and took care of business, man. Like I said.
Checkmate.
You love me, come on.
Checkmate.
So like typically, like what class do you typically fight at, or like were you training for previously?
Well, in the amateurs, I was fighting at 139. You know, I'm real small for my weight, but you know, I became king at 139. I was king at 132. I went up to 147 to prove myself. I came right back down to 139, won the Olympic trials. You know, I'm a small kid, but you know, I feel 130 is right back where I belong at. I feel strong at, and you know that's gonna be my division takeover soon.
Right. So, just so the fans know, if you get a chance, watch the 411 experience with RJ and his interview with David Benavides. But what was interesting though is in talking to David about like weight classes, he said that it was extremely hard to go from one weight class, let alone go two, right? Because they was talking about Crawford getting ready to fight Canelo and whatnot. What has your experience been like going from, like you said, 132 to 139, 147? Because that 16-pound difference is a huge difference, right?
You gotta
so
understand, it's pros and amateurs is different.
Right.
Pros and amateurs, and amateurs, you're not rehydrated. It don't take 24 hours to rehydrate. You only get the time that you got from such time 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. to rehydrate in that time. You're only gonna gain like 3 to 4 pounds. With the pros, you got a whole 24 hours. People can jump up 20-some pounds within a day. Like, how the hell you do that? You know what I mean?
Waterway.
Yeah, you feel what I mean? But going to like, you know, Canelo and like Crawford type of vibe, Crawford never been at 168, so he never would know how it would feel there. But with his skill set, he believes that he can do something with Canelo and shoot it, so everybody else do too.
Right, but I'm saying like for you personally, like going from those different classes, like
There's no difference.
No difference.
Skill pay the bills, man.
Yeah.
Skill pay the bills. Bullshit walks at that point.
Yeah.
You know, you work too hard, you sacrifice too much. All that weight shit don't matter until they, you know, it's you and him up in there.
Right.
You can be as big as you want, as long as you can fight. That's all that matters.
Right.
I say all the time, you might be bigger than me, you might be stronger than me, you might be faster than me. You ain't got the skills to beat me. I ain't got no worries at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, like as far as I guess what I'm getting at is more like what is your like like I guess I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, if you're at 130 and say like you jump up and go to like 147,
it's just
like eating wise, like
you
know what I'm saying? No, but I'm saying like eating wise, like how do you prep for that? You know what I'm saying? Because like
prep the same way that you prep for every other camp.
Okay.
You don't change nothing.
Okay.
There's no difference. You don't change nothing. It don't matter where you are. If I was to go up to the 135, the same way I cut the 130, I'm gonna do the same thing for 35.
Got it.
They don't make no difference. You keep the same regimen. However you feel. You know, for me, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Right.
You know, if I go up to 35, I'm gonna cut the same way I cut for the 130. I'm always gonna do what I believe. You know, what made me be the fighter I was at the other weight class.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna speak from a football perspective.
Okay.
Cutting weight like that is extremely hard because to go from like 200 to 215, like it was a lot of work. Like it was not easy.
I got more muscle.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, that maybe, and that was why I was asking the question because I'm hearing like these weight classes. I'm like, damn, bro, like 16 pounds, like shit, bro, like I can't do that, bro. You know, so I'm trying to figure out, like, man, what, like how's that work? Because man, I'm telling you, man, like that water weight is no joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your body's not able to handle that weight, like it's extremely difficult to manage that and then be able to perform at that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the professional athlete, like that's why I was curious because like man, like you know, hearing about it, I'm like, damn, bro, like that's tough. But you know, that's great that you have that ability to be able to cut and gain weight because man, like
oh yeah, and the quote's so different. My first go around 4, I weighed in way lower than what I was supposed to. I weighed at 129.6. I was supposed to come at 133. I rehydrated to 145 the same night of the fight.
Oh.
You know, you got to know where you got to pick your poison. You know what I mean? Choose where you see where you operate at. You know, I had a small little frame, but see right back on right rehydrate right where I need to be. You know, it's just you got to know how to balance it. You know, use it.
How do you lose that weight? Well, if you gained.
Hey man, I can't say too much about that. You know, you know, you cut weight. You know, fasting.
Okay.
Drink a lot of water. You go in the sauna. You know, we did some crucial work. Me and my boy did some crucial work. We ran 3 miles every day, 30 minutes in the sauna. We'll go in the pool for a little minute, and then we'll go right back in the steam room for another like 10, 15 minutes. You know, we was just draining the weight out at one point. You know, but after that, you know, we try to do whatever we can to get that weight back. You know what I mean?
Man, that's
it's crucial. Hey, we did it though, you know what I mean?
So now that you're in like pro fighting, like do you still have aspirations to compete in the Olympics, or is that kind of
with that situation, in the U.S. you're not allowed to bounce back and forth between amateur and pro. You know, overseas they're allowed to jump that margin. USA Boxing's not gonna play that with us, so you know, you're on one side. You know, I left the amateurs alone. You know, there's no more going back for no gold medal or anything. In my eyes, I would have been the 2024 Olympic gold medal champion at 139 if I got my opportunity. But I got my opportunity over here, and dang sure I ain't gonna be denied when I get my world title at 130.
Right.
Crazy, son.
Standing on business.
Ain't say a word. The whole room is silent. You see how easy that was?
Standing on business, man.
Hey, well, that's unfortunate that we didn't get an opportunity to see that because, you know, like I know for a lot of careers, like having that accolade is something that is looked up to or is important because that helps solidify, like, you know, like
your legacy.
You know, right. You know, so it's unfortunate that we didn't get that opportunity, but look forward to seeing you as a pro and knocking more people out.
Yeah,
Hey, but now we know we got expectations. See, he started with the second, so in order to improve, that means he got to knock him out in the first round now. So we got a lot. We got a lot to look forward to with that. Man, you guys got anything left y'all want to talk about before we get off this?
Look, wait on it. That's all I gotta say. It's over with. Over the tail. It's over the tail. I've been waiting for this moment. Get at him. It's all it. I've been waiting for whoever coming. Who want it? That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Who want to come? This. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Line them up, huh?
Line them up.
Yeah, line them up, huh?
I want to know something. I want to know something. Me personally.
What's up?
And I've been waiting to ask him. Man, what's it like standing next to Jay Prince, man? What's it like standing next to the landlord of Texas, man?
Ain't no difference.
One of the godfathers of the South, man.
Ain't no difference, you know. He's a big, one of the top guys, you know, in boxing. You know, one of the top managers, one of the highest managers in boxing. You know, it's cool to work with him. I'm blessed to have an opportunity to be in the position I am with him.
Right.
You know, he seen me spar with Shakur for his last fight. And, you know, he actually gave me the opportunity to fly out there to come talk with him. He signed me for the top ranking. You know, got to see a little bit more of me. His son looked at me. You know, they've been watching me for a little minute.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm with the right people I want to be with.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
But I just can't wait. We're going to make some big moves with him.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
moves
I
with
already
him.
know. That's a big move, man.
Come on, yeah. Come
I ain't
on.
gonna expect. I ain't expect you to ever be him.
You don't hear too many small moves with
That wasn't big.
You know, just so the fans know, like, you know, y'all know, well, some of y'all know, like, my career started in Canada, so I'm still kind of getting acclimated to what's really going on in the entire United States. But what's interesting is that I didn't know who Jay Prince was until about a year ago. So now, like, fast forwarding the connection and just seeing how this all kind of came about, it's really interesting to be like, man, like, you know, my football connection got me to David Benavides and the Benavides family. You know, the music connection is now leading me to me with Crocklem. And so, like, it's just crazy how quickly doors open with different opportunities and being able to meet people. And, you know, so shout out Jay Prince, you know, if you get a chance to see this episode. But man, we got some work for you as far as the music scene is concerned. So leads me to another question. So your next fight, when you come out of the locker room, what music do you play when you come out the locker room? what is your anthem like right before you go out to your fight?
What type of music you playing in the back? My boy, I play Juvenile Tristan. Okay. From DR. Okay. I play Young Lil Slee sometimes. I play Lil Papa. You know, I got a whole little playlist. You know, Quando Rondo.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
Pretty guys.
You know, whatever turns me up before I get out there, go ahead and take care of business, man.
Yeah.
You know, I just gotta be pumped at one point. But next fight, I have somebody walking out with me.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Oh,
I ain't gonna say who, but I have somebody.
I ain't even gotta say a word.
Well, y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it first here on Chop It Up. Man, I got too many people in the house right now, but Manny over here, Dynasty. We got Crocklem in the building, Gator.
Folks, whole lot of folks.
So stay tuned for the next episode. We
Chop
out.
it up.
We be going overtime. We be going
Yes, sir.
Take it, take it, take it, take it. We be going overtime.